name is Heidi and this is my crochet vlog. This is already episode 15 and the first episode of the year 2020. I hope that the year for you has started nicely. Here in Finland we are still waiting for the winter to arrive. There is no snow here in Tampere and the temperature is +5 degrees, which is not normal. Usually in January we have -15 and lots of snow. And I'm sorry if you are hearing some background noise. There are children and my husband is playing a video game. So there might be some noise in the background. What else? And thank you for watching my episodes. I'm very happy if you are a returning viewer. So nice that you are back. And if you are a new one, welcome. In these episodes I talk about crochet. What I have done, what I am doing, and what are the plans for the near future. But let's begin. I have few finished objects and one whip at the moment. And I want to start with a project that I started already last September. And it's related to my new dear hobby. In the beginning of August last year, I started to do yoga practices with a YouTube channel called Yoga with Adrian, and I fell in love totally to the practices. They are so easy, not easy practice. Of course, there's some easy practices also, but it's so easy to start at home. You don't need to go anywhere. You just roll out the mat and do the practice. It takes 15 to 30 minutes max, those practices. And I have been doing those almost 6 months now, almost every day. And I am totally in love with those practices. I highly recommend if you like or want to know about yoga. So go to the channel Yoga with Adrian. And this my finished objects is related to yoga because Adrian has a slogan in her channel which is "Find what feels good." And after one practice I was laying on the mat in corpse pose and listening to while Adrian was talking about stuff. And I just got the idea that I have to crochet something related to yoga, and it hit me in the mat that I have to crochet the slogan "Find what feels good." And so I started to plan this poster. My husband helped me to draw the chart "Find what feels good." I had two possibilities. Other one was tapestry crochet or filet crochet, and I decided to try filet crochet because I hadn't done it so much. So, but you can use this chart, but I can use this chart to make a tapestry crochet also. Maybe someday I will, but it's also suitable for filet crochet. And if I have time, sometimes I can make this to a downloadable chart to my blog, perhaps, if I have time. But so here is the finished object. So this is filet crochet, and it says, I think it's showing to you the wrong way now, but it's find what feels good. And it's filet crochet. There is these squares that are empty, and then they are filled with double crochet stitches. And the yarn is one of my favorites. It comes in these kind of, how do you say? I don't know. But this is a Finnish yarn called Liina Kalalanka. Liina Fishnet Cotton Twine. Really, really good yarn to make durable bags and pouches or something. It's really, really good yarn. And the inspiration for this came from also from the yoga, but also from Molla Mills, who has designed a lot of things for this yarn. Also these posters. So I have used 2.5 millimeter hook for this poster, and the poster is 77 centimeters high and 39 is the width of this poster. And if I manage to put this into the right place in our home today, I will add a picture here, or then I will add it to the blog post of this episode. I started this in September, and it would have been ready in the beginning of December, but when I finished it in the beginning of December, I noticed that there's a mistake in the halfway of this poster. There was, how did I show it to you? Did I show it wrong way? I don't know. But there was missing the top of this other E, and if you can see, I have corrected it afterwards. But if you look it from distance, I think you cannot see the mistake. And I was so devastated of this mistake that I just put this aside and cursed in my mind, oh, why didn't I see it right after the row? Because usually I check with these charts that I have made correctly after the row. But I don't know why I missed that mistake, but I had to correct it because I couldn't put this on the wall and there was missing top of the E. So I just tried to correct it. So yeah, but I'm happy now. It's finished and it will be hanging in a very visible place in our home, because I think this is a very good motto or slogan for everyday life. Find what feels good. And I think I have found it in yoga and in crochet related things. I crochet what I find good, what brings me joy. So this is my new motto for the year 2020. Really liking this. Yeah, so this was my first finished, oh no, it's not first for the year. Yeah, I think this is the first finished object for the new year. And in the last episode, I mentioned about a book that I got for Christmas present, the Animal Friends of Pick-a-Paw. And I started to make one of the animals at the Christmas Eve. And I finished it in 3 days, of course, because I had a lot of crochet time, because it was Christmas and holiday and so on. And I chose this cutest wolf. Isn't he just sweet and lovely, lovely wolf? I really enjoyed making this wolf. These are very, very fast projects if you want them to be fast. So it took me 3 days to finish this. And I really love the idea of these animals. The body is very easy and almost same in the animals. Just the head is the different kind of thing. And look at these mittens. And I just love this, all the details. The yarn I have used in this project is Drops Muscat, which is my favorite yarn, and I had a hook 3mm. I usually crochet Drops Muscat with 3.5mm hook, but I wanted to have more stiff outcome, so I chose 3mm hook. I just love this wolf. And right after this, I started to make a second animal from the book, and it's this bear. I think this is so cute also. And look at these thumbs that these animals have, and bear has a little tail also. And I love this hat and this little vest. So this is also Drops Muscat, of course, and the vest is made of wool blend. It was Red Heart or something like that. Really enjoying making these. They are so cute. And this time I didn't make these to any of my children. Of course they want to have everything from the book, but I said that these are all of ours. So if they want to play with this, they can, or if they want to sleep with them, they can, but they are all of ours together. So there is a 20 patterns in this book, and I want to make more. Perhaps next time the animal standing with 4 feet like this llama over here, or this unicorn. But let's see when I have time to start another one. But I would like to make every single one of these animals. They are so cute and fast to make. Yes. Yeah. Really liking these, and if you haven't done any Pick-a-Paw animals, I highly recommend the patterns. They are just lovely. Yes. Those were all my finished objects, because I have mainly concentrated on a blanket. Last year I took part of, for the first time, to a blanket crochet along organized by Lucy from Attic 24 blog, and that was the Sweet Pea blanket, and I really enjoyed it, and the outcome was just perfect for our summer oasis. And now in wintertime it's in our upstairs hallway, in the sofa, or sometimes with one of our children's bed, one of our child's bed. But I had to make a new blanket. This is for our daughter, and the colors are just perfect for her. So this is the Dahlia blanket. It started 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3rd of January on Friday, and we are now in the halfway of this blanket. And look at these bright colors. They are just amazing colors that brings joy to this very gray January time, because it's really gray, because there's no snow, just the darkness is continuing, and there is pouring rains, and yeah, I want to have a little bit snow, but no, yeah, sorry. So really enjoying making this most colorful blanket ever. Lucy releases every Friday new color order. There is 18 colors per week, and one color takes 2 rows. It's lots to crochet in a week, because my crochet time is relatively small per work day or weekdays. I usually crochet in the evening after 9 in the evening, and of course in weekends I have more time, but on weekdays it's relatively small time that I have time to crochet. So I haven't been able to do anything else but this blanket, because I want to finish this end of February so that I can concentrate on other projects after this. But I really enjoy these colors, and this stitch pattern is called spike stitch. I'm showing to you wrong way. Spike stitch, which means that this double crochet stitch goes to the row lower. Yeah. The yarn is like in the previous one, Stylecraft Special DK, and I am using hook 3.5 millimeter, like in the previous blanket. I think it's best. It's suitable hook for my loose tension, and it really feels good to crochet with this hook and the yarn. So there is 3 more weeks of this blanket, and then there is a catching up week, which means that you can sew the ends and catch up if you haven't been able to keep up the pace. And in the 8th week, which is the last week of February, we will do the border. And I'm very proud of myself, because I have no loose ends anymore. Last night I took I decided to sew in the ends. It's not my favorite thing, but have to do it. And there is few ends from last night that I proceeded with this blanket, so yeah, very happy. So I think this is already 1 meter long, and I think this will be almost the pattern says it will be 175 centimeters, but let's see. I think this will be a little bit longer than that. But such a colorful project for the winter, dark winter time. Really loving it. And perhaps I think I will be concentrating on this blanket for the next 3 weeks, because there's a lot of work with this blanket. Because I don't have so much crochet time in the weekdays. Oh, yeah. Yes, but that's all that I have about my projects. But I have bought new yarn, just a little bit. A few weeks back, I did a road trip with my friend to this shop called Lankava. That was my first visit in that store, and I bought few yarns from there. The first project, and I have been planning this project from last summer, and this is going to be a project to our summer oasis, and it's going to be a mat, a carpet. Yes, a carpet. And I bought this Frotee Pörrkude Loopycraft yarn, and if you can see, it's like this. And this is going to be a carpet to our summer oasis. And I am planning to start this right after the blanket, or in March, so that I can have this ready in the beginning of May, when I am planning to take the summer oasis back to use after winter time. But I've been dreaming about this carpet from the last summer, that I realized that our summer oasis needs a carpet. So I bought some yarn for that carpet from our road trip. Then this was, and the other yarn that I bought was just, I didn't plan it, but I saw a picture of, or I saw a finished object in the yarn store, a yoga socks like this. And please don't tell anybody, but these are knitted version. But I just had to have the pattern and the yarns for the yoga socks, and then I bought those. So these will be knitted yoga socks at some point. I almost started these a week ago, but then life happened and I didn't. And the plans has changed since then. But someday I will knit yoga socks for me, because I just want to have yoga socks. But I manage without them for now, but someday, when the time and place is right, I will knit yoga socks for me. Yeah. But these were the only things that I bought from that yarn shop. There is the road trip lasted 2 days, 1 night, and we drove like almost 4 hours there and 4 hours back. So it's quite long journey from Tampere to this Lankava yarn store. Oh, I didn't mention about this yarn. So this is Silje alpaca yarn, 100% alpaca, 50 gram and 110 meters per skein. Yeah, really looking forward to this project, but I have lots to crochet before I can jump to knitting. And the reason that I haven't started those are because I booked a holiday trip for our family for the next summer. In June we are heading to Greece, the island of Crete. We will spend a holiday week there, and of course I realized I have lots to crochet for that trip. And as soon as I am finished with the blanket, well, first of all, I had plans for the spring to do mandalas and the carpet for the summer oasis. But that was it. Those were my plans for the spring. But because of this trip that I booked, that little bit changed, or there were lots of projects more for the spring, which is quite terrifying, but I'm really happy and really wanting to start those projects already. So there is mandalas and there is this carpet that I want to do, and then for the summer holiday I want to make a crochet bag, a hat, and for my girl, a hat for my girl, perhaps for myself, and a cardigan, you know, beach cardigan, light, cotton cardigan. I just have to make those for that trip. So I have lots and lots to do in the springtime for summer, but I'm really excited for those projects. Just have to finish this in time so that I can concentrate these summer oasis and summer holiday projects. Yes, I think that was all for now. I am planning to record an episode in February also. Perhaps it's just a status update of the blanket, or perhaps I have something else to show you also. It depends of how I manage to do everything. But I hope you are all well, and I am really happy that you watched this episode. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and thumbs up, and of course you can leave a comment if you want to. See you next time. Bye bye.